So, Black Clover Chapter 284, the unofficial release, is out, and I get it. You know what? I get it. Some of you probably read the end of this chapter and just asking yourself the question, like, okay, who is Nacht? Is Nacht Morgen? Is Morgen is Nacht? Is Nacht pretending to be Morgen while Morgen is Nacht while Morgen is pretending to be Nacht?
What?
Okay, in all seriousness, all right? But I do know some of you got it all figured out. White-haired guy, that is Nacht. Morgen is his twin brother, and he's only impersonating his twin brother. Which, you know, we're going to explain that in this video, but we got to talk about the chapter in its entirety because this chapter was insane, right? So, before we start it, as always, be sure to like the video. Let's get to 1,500 likes and subscribe to the channel with notification bells on to see more Black Clover content from me. Now, let's talk about Black Clover Chapter 285, titled Playing Tag in Hell. So this chapter starts off letting us know that this battle between Nacht, Naamah, and Lilith, and also Jack versus Dante, is taking place before the Heart Kingdom squad show up. However, it has this weird box dialogue from the narrator letting us know that this battle is taking place a few hours before the Heart Kingdom squad show up. Not too sure if that's accurate or not because these are the unofficial release, so I really got to see the official release that states this, but it does seem weird because that means that Nacht and Jack were fighting these high-ranking devils and also Dante for a few hours, and Dorothy, not one time Dorothy and Ozell or Frigolion showed up. For a few hours, I'm not sure about that. But Nacht in his Cat Devil Union mode form, he talks about that first priority is to take out the Dark Triad and the high-ranking devils. However, it's hard just with him and Jack alone, so he needs to separate them. And we get some spooky dialogue from Naamah and Lilith talking about that they need to destroy, let's have some fun, let's kill, but slowly and calmly. This is going to be fun, and that looks fun too, referring to Dante, because Dante is screaming like crazy, saying that this is the word I've been seeking for, this is my dream. This is excellent because we know that Dante wants malice and he wants the world full with malice, and this is what he wanted. He wanted demons to come out of the underworld to create chaos. That's what he thrives off of. And it seems like Naamah and Lilith were going to go after Dante as well until they noticed that he has Lucifero's power, and they said, that's Lucifero's toy. Seems like trouble. And I'm glad they called this man a toy, just pretty much letting us know that, yeah, this guy just a pawn for Lucifero. And I made a video yesterday morning about the fact that Lucifero is using Dante as a pawn and eventually he will betray him. So if you guys missed that video, I will leave a card up in the top right hand corner for you guys to go check it out. Now, I must say that one of my favorite moments that happened in this chapter, we see Jack is standing up and he's telling Dante like, hey, I'm your opponent. I'm going to slice you for sure. And Dante, he's all excited again. He's like, oh, entertaining. And it's so impressive for Jack to stand up because remember, guys, Jack is not weak, because that's one thing I want to clear up. People think Jack is weak. Remember, he is fighting the strongest Dark Triad member. The Dark Triad are all relative in power, right? But at the same time, everybody knows that Dante is the strongest. It's been presented that way since the start. He went by himself to attack the Black Bulls to fight Captain Yami. If that was Venica in that situation, she would have lost. If that was Xena in that situation, he would have lost. And he has the power of the King of Devils and has two magic types in the series where you really can't counter it unless you use anti-magic or dark magic. He has body magic and gravity. That's the best combination magic type that anyone can have. So for the people that's saying Jack is weak because he can't fight a 100% strongest Dark Disciple Dante, it's a little insane. Yes, we can make fun of Jack, but to say he's weak, that's going a little bit too far. Now, we finally get to see Nacht transform with his Rooster Devil, and the transformation is called Devil Union Mode Gallus. And I tell you this now, this is my favorite devil transformation from Nacht so far. I love the wings, I love the mask, the hat, everything about this design and everything about this devil transformation just screams Bloodborne. His design reminds me of the Crow in Bloodborne, 100%. And I just love the design, man. Like, this is my favorite one so far. So I want you right now to comment below and tell me your favorite Nacht design. Well, when it comes to his Devil Union transformations, I want to know y'all thoughts on that. Nacht then used his characteristic of his Devil Union mode called Ability Scream, which seems like it discombobulates the opponent, and it made the devils look a little wobbly, almost like they were drunk. And we see all these shadow hands coming under their feet, just grabbing them down, pulling them down. It's very similar to when Nacht used that against Asta, but he grabs them by these shadow hands and then he pulls them down to another level. That spell was so fast that even Naamah had to acknowledge it, saying that, wow, our movements got suppressed in an instant. Interesting. And then Nacht used Mana Zone, dark prison hunting ground, and he tells the devils that it's time to start the game tag of hell. And in this Mana Zone, Naamah and Lilith are talking about they can't see a thing. So let's play this power. Let's play with it. And let's not use our full power, but let's compete to see who kills it first. So these devils are not even going all out. They're messing around while Nacht is going all out, trying to compete who kills him first, but they're telling each other, do not use your full power. That's crazy. And then they start to use their fire and ice powers, and you see Nacht, he goes right back into his cat devil form, trying to dodge using his characteristic agility. And the way that's about to construct this panel, the way that he is showing Nacht's speed, it looks so impressive. And what made it even more impressive was that Nacht, while he's switching out of his Devil Union forms, he switched into Devil Union mode Equus and goes for a kick and lands it on one of the devils. However, it's not effective. He realized that that kick does not work against high-ranking devils. Even though he used it against Dante, it does not work against high-ranking devils. They just ate it. And he talks about how these devils have no limits to their powers. So he needs to keep dodging until he dies, because it seems as though devils have unlimited mana, because we've seen Zagrid, and Zagrid not once ever showed signs of mana fatigue. So it seems as though devils can never run out of mana, which is insane. While the devils are fighting Nacht, they're screaming out saying, yeah, this is good, this is fun, but why aren't you running? Nacht responds saying that I'm alive because I do not forgive unjust as evil. Plus, I do not mind if I die. And then we see a backstory, a flashback between Nacht, his brother, and Yami. We find out that Nacht is from a popular and well-known noble family, and he has a twin brother. Him and his twin brother are so different by the narration. The younger brother was a role model and was loved by many people. He used his magic in a good way, and he joined the Magic Knights. One brother was ill-mannered, who stayed away from people and just used his magic just for his own reasons and didn't help anyone out. He was just extremely selfish. And then we see a conversation between the two. The twin brother with the dark hair with the ponytail starts talking to the white-haired twin brother, saying, hey, why don't you join the Magic Knights? With our powers together, we can save a lot of people. The white-haired brother, he says, you idiot, what's the fun in that? And then someone screams out saying Morgen. And it's Yami. He comes right into the window, and the person that turned around was the black-haired twin brother. So this lets us know that the black-haired twin brother, he goes by the name Morgen. This lets us know that the twin brother Morgen was a part of the Grey Deers. It wasn't Nacht. And Morgen in German means morning, and Nacht means night. So we know that Nacht is the one with the shadow powers. The way that the white-haired twin brother was talking to Yami in this chapter is just like how Nacht talks to anybody, saying that why someone like you is in the Magic Knights. And him and Yami are going back and forth, and Yami tells him, don't go too far out again. Watch out, we don't want to arrest you, Nacht. Which shows the panel of the white-haired twin brother. This lets us know that the white-haired twin brother is actually Nacht, which makes sense why Nacht, when he showed up in the captain's meeting, and Jack remembered seeing Morgen in the Grey Deers, but he's looking at Nacht looking like Morgen. He's like, wait, aren't you? But your magic was. And Nacht responded saying that man is gone. Jack knows that Morgen had a different magic type and it wasn't shadow magic. This letting us know that Nacht is impersonating his brother. He's trying to look like his brother for some sort of reason. We do not know for sure, but something tragic had to happen, which made Nacht dye his hair and change his whole hairstyle to look exactly like his brother, because there are twins, so he can get away with it. If you notice the way that Nacht's outfit is set up and the way his hairstyle is, this lets us know that in that Black Bull silhouette, early on in the story, that was Nacht. That's the vice captain of the Black Bulls. So again, Nacht dyed his hair and changed his whole entire look to look like his brother for some reason. We don't know why. But what I do know is that if you subscribe to the channel with notification bells on, you and I can both find out together next week and the week after to see this flashback, and you can just stay on the channel. You know, that's a fair deal, right? So you guys have an awesome life. Take care of yourselves. Stay blessed, and I'm out.